A lot of people travel over the holidays.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So they travel over the holidays, but we're looking ahead to the new year. Maybe you didn't get away. Maybe you had family in town.
Right.
Maybe you want to take a
Sell
trip. So when do you go? How do you save money? And are there any deals?
Well, here's the thing. The reason why we wanted to have Mark in, our travel expert, is because there are some changes now that the new year is here that you need to know about. There's some hidden fees and stuff like that. Want to start with that?
Well, let's start with the TSA.
Okay.
They're doubling their fees for the security tax. So they're screening fewer people today than they did 10 years ago, but their budgets are way up, and now they're going to hit you with the travel tax. And that's the thing about travel. You get taxed all the time, and you don't realize it. Car rental taxes, hotel taxes. You go to New York, you pay a Javits Center tax. You never step foot in a Javits Center, but you're paying a tax for it.
But when I book the flight, will they tell me that that's being tacked on, or will I just see that when the bill comes?
No, you'll see the total now. So the law was changed a couple of years ago. You have to see the total fare when it comes to airfares.
Good.
They can't just say, you know, the airfare is this, and then tack on all the other stuff, which they used to do.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a little bit better.
All right, so when is it ever going to stop? Are we ever going to see any relief in any of these fees?
You know what? So we say no mas, no mas. I mean, literally until supply and demand, supply outstrips demand. Right now, people want to go somewhere. So out of Philadelphia, look at the marketplace. Who are you going to fly? You're pretty much stuck with U.S. Air. Now, U.S. Air and American, so there's less competition. Southwest pulled a lot of their flights out of this market the last couple of years. So what's happened is fares have gone up. And people will say that the fares are reasonable given the rate of inflation and what they were historically, but that doesn't stop sticker shock.
What does that mean? We just had a graphic up there that said secondary cities. What is a secondary city?
Okay, so with the cutbacks in service on a lot of airports, now you have to connect through a main hub like Philadelphia. So if you want to fly from, let's say, Manchester, you might have to come through Philadelphia. In the past, maybe you had a nonstop to get to New York or wherever it was you were going. So in those secondary markets, they're down to, some cases, a single carrier. You're paying massive premiums. Some cases, your fares have gone up 40, 50, 60% coming out of those markets.
Because when competition goes away, the price goes up.
Yep.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, simple economics, you know.
The planes are full, but there's a lot of the other little airports. You talk about other cities.
Sure.
We can fly out of Trenton,
I was just going to
Wilmington.
say Trenton and Frontier. But here's where that's good. If you're a leisure traveler, great. If you're a business traveler, forget it, because look at the frequency coming out of there. I go out on a Saturday, come back on a Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Not going to work as a business traveler. Fine for a leisure traveler who has flexibility.
I never understand. No, let's say when is the best time to book our summer vacation? Because sometimes if you wait, fares go down.
Yes, and that's the thing, because what they do is something called yield management, and they look at those fares every day, and those prices change literally every day. So if they price it here and it's not selling, you'll see a drop coming down the road. If, on the other hand, they price it right, they fill up a lot of those seats, those last remaining seats get more and more expensive.
Okay, when do you book to take a trip?
If I'm taking like a leisure trip, I just got back from Mexico, great trip to Cancun, great value, but I booked that flight back around July, and it was still $800 per person, family of four, $3,200 just to go down and back, nonstop. I could have gone through Charlotte on a connection and saved a couple $100, but I didn't want to deal with connections, so I sucked it up for the extra $200.
Well, just know, there's only one mark on it. Things have changed now that it's January 1st. So factor that in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's more fees are coming. If you want flexibility, look at different fare classes. I always go back and say, talk to a travel agent. There's a million fare classes. Yields change. There's all these different combinations. Let them advise you. Just like I've had a bad attorney and I've had a bad CPA in my company, you know, working as advisors. They're bad travel agents, but they're also excellent travel agents. So don't let the fact that you may have used an agent in the past hold you back.
I have not used a travel agent.
What are you doing, man?
In 20 years.
I've gone back to travel agents. So on the other side, especially when I'm traveling with friends and a family, it's too complicated. I want one person to take care of it all. So I've done both.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my resolution right there.
Good.
Use a travel agent.
Thanks,
Mark. Have a great day. Good luck with the surgery, by the way.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Knee surgery.
All right. No, 5th time. A street performer.